right, so this is one of your favorite games of all time, isn't it? Super Mario RPG?
No, I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite games.
Oh, it's not that good.
But it is definitely enjoyable. Now, granted, I haven't played it since the original Super Nintendo version, but I played the hell out of the Super Nintendo version when real quick, go up the stairs, go up those stairs, go up those stairs too, up those stairs, and go in the main like castle. So go right in there.
Looking for the hidden treasure chest?
Yes.
The one up
right
there?
here. Yes. So
by the way, they added a toad so you can get it.
That was exactly what I was gonna say. Oh my god, dude. So when I played this as a kid, the first time I played it, I got everything except for that one freaking coin, and then you get the badge or whatever the hell it is, the accessory that like when you walk into a room. And the way that you're supposed to do it is when toads running in, you jump on them and jump up. It is super limited. Like you get if you don't know that it's there at the beginning of the game, you miss it. It's like it's like basically the first thing that you do in the game, and if you don't know that it's there or you didn't have a strategy guide, like you're gonna miss it, and there goes your whole campaign to get everything. So that completely pissed me off as a kid.
Well, and it's a frog coin too.
And it's a frog coin, and you need it to get like the last weapon or whatever. Yeah. So it's like it's a huge man. I was so pissed off because you wear that badge that like dings when you walk into the room to let you know, hey, there's a secret here. And I remember walking around, where is it? And then it wasn't until like months later when I got the strategy guide where it's like, oh yeah, you got to jump on the toad's head and get the thing up there. I was like, that is such bullshit to have like a crazy missable item like that so early in the game. So I'm glad that they fixed that here in this remake, because that was like, even to this day, it still bothers me.
Just see what has me a second go. I always thought that was weird that Mario just changes how he looks in this game left and right.
Yeah, and I like that they kept like the stocky kind of like, it's not like how Mario really looks. He's more like stocky.
It's sort of how
chubby
small Mario looks.
Yeah, he's like a chibi almost kind of Mario-ish, which I think is reminiscent of the original game, which is nice.
And the overworld map is different.
Yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, I haven't played the remake yet.
Because it would just blow up like whatever region you were in.
Okay. Oh yeah. And then I know they added you could do like a triple tech.
Yes.
Like there's like a limit break or something, which wasn't in the original game, which I would feel like only makes the game easier by giving you like a super move eventually.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I haven't used it yet because like you got really early in the game and you have to like wail on the enemies or get wheeled on.
Yeah. And it's like I don't. Maybe I'm wrong, but like, so when you hit that guy in the middle, it hit the guys on the left and the right too. I don't think that was a thing where like it hits the perimeter guys.
I think you're right.
I don't think it was there either. So they made the game, maybe unless they added, increased the HP of some enemies or something like that. But
no, I don't think
so yeah, I almost feel like the remake, from what I've seen, might be a little bit easier even than
the first one. And there's an easy one in this too.
Oh, geez, so that's even another layer, which is fine. I mean, I'm not knocking it at all, but I'm glad to see that they made some updates, some changes.
Yeah, it's not it is really a remaster.
Yeah, complete visual overhaul, and then I think you can even. I remember seeing like the direct or something. You can go back to the original soundtrack too versus the new soundtrack.
Yeah, I haven't played around with that a lot, but.
Right, yeah.
I'm aware you can do it.
Yeah, I think that's a cool touch as well. So I mean, if you're gonna like remake a game like this, like let's clean up the little bit of flaws or what can we make better.
It's been a really good year for remakes for the most part.
Yeah, there's been a lot of remakes, and then like a lot of old Nintendo games being remade, which kind of like makes me think, okay, Nintendo was working on like the Switch 2 and they need to have like a decent lineup, so let's just like remake some old games to hold everybody over for the next couple of years, before they launch like the next Switch or something. That's maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but from all
I
the
honestly
remake
don't
thing,
think the next Switch is gonna like they wouldn't reveal it until probably the summer, and then
it was
Switch is doing really. It's just now slowing down.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so I feel like if they wanted to launch, like they have a game plan. Like, okay, we're going to launch the Switch in 2 years, so let's just keep this going and get, because you get the end of the console life cycle. But to see like an abnormal amount of like remakes and remasters, I don't know. To me, it's just because it just kind of raised not that it's a red flag. Like, I'm thankful that this game exists. I think it's actually really cool, and I wouldn't actually think that this game would ever be remade because it's Square, that was what. So the reason that Paper Mario never came back or exists, I should say, is because I got attack up. That's not good. I think he's got some health back.
He was already at full health.
Oh, okay.
So no, I did not.
I thought it I saw green 30. I think okay.
Yeah. No, that way it would have refilled me to max health.
And they're remaking Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door.
Yeah, that's early next year.
I think so.
And Paper Mario is already out
on the Switch Online deal.
Yeah, so that's those other two aren't short games, if I remember.
No, I played the original Paper Mario on N64, but and then I never played. Well, I did play Thousand-Year Door.
Wait, I'm getting frog coins. This drops.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, there was a green coin that came out as a frog coin.
Dead. Okay. Maybe that's a change. Maybe there's not like a set number now.
Yeah.
I remember in this too, like you had to hit the right tadpoles to like make a song or something to get. So, and that was like another tricky part. I remember actually having to like write down notes on a piece of paper when I was a kid.
Wasn't it just like the Mario theme?
Yeah, maybe. It's been so long I don't remember now, but I just remember I had trouble with that because I didn't understand like what's really happening, and then I literally got a piece of paper out and started like, how do I figure this out? How do I do this? Because there was no internet. You couldn't just look stuff up back then. You had to figure things out by yourself.
There it is.
Oh, nice one. Look at you remembering stuff too.
Yeah. And when you landed on someone from above, you would get...
Yeah, you started to an advantage.
And like he did damage.
And he did a little bit of damage, and then I think you would get like the first attack or something. Like, it might depend on the enemy. But...
Yeah, no, but like I've been jumping on people and it hasn't been doing anything.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm misremembering like a later thing or.
Yeah, it's been like I played it. That was mid '90s.
Yeah, we were just talking about.
Oh man, I haven't really played. I mean, I played it so much when I was a kid, but never like re-picked it back up. It was on the SNES Classic, the mini console. Like it was there, and I remember and I just passed it up. I didn't play it again when I booted that thing up, but it's there too if you wanted to play the original. You got a SNES mini laying around still.
Well, so I was talking to a friend of mine about the remaster, and basically what I said is it looks exactly like you remember it looking, which means they did it correctly.
Yeah,
because as a kid, this is what in our minds we thought it looked like.
Yep, even though it was like that, those chunky kind of pre-rendered, sprite. But yeah, this is that's why I think they did a good job with the visuals. It looks how it should look.
Yeah, this is Yeah, something. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, and I saw online that all the cameos are still intact too. Like Samus is around, Link is sleeping in the thing.
That's cool.
I always thought it was super cool to get there's like the Game Boy mini game. Like you talk to a Toad and he's like, hey, you want to buy my game for me for like a 500 coins or whatever? And you say yeah, and then from the main menu you play. There's like a Space Invader kind of like mini game that you can play. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the Buzzy Beetle shooter game. I thought that was like so cool to get like, here's this cool mini game in an RPG. Like it seemed like out of place, but that's why I liked it.
Yeah. Well, I like.
There's a lot of little things. Yeah, a lot of little things in this.
Yeah, I was just talking to a same friend about remasters and stuff, and he was playing the Star Ocean remaster.
Oh yeah, I heard that's good looking too.
Oh,
yeah.
He's singing the absolute praises of it. His entire, yeah, he's just like it. You know, they take away all of the, you know, like do some quality of life shit.
Yeah, because that's a remake of the first play.
The first one already came out, and the second.
And the second one was on PS1. Okay, because it's doing that HD 2D thing again.
Yeah, and my entire comment on it was, yeah, I completely forgot. That's what dialysis does to you. It raises your don't ever get sick, guys.
Yeah, plus I cut you off and I...
Oh yeah, I know, and I have to think about something.
Yes, and plus you're trying to play. It's hard to do all these things while you're trying to play an RPG with timing.
Oh, and I have short-term memory loss too, so there's that.
That's not going to help.
Yeah, no, not at all. It gets me out of a lot of conversations with people when I don't want to be in them.
You could use it as a fantastic excuse.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The only problem is that, like, you know, when you're in the middle of a sentence and you're like, I have no idea what the fuck I was talking about, or what this conversation is about.
Everybody thought that Gino was going to be one of the characters in Smash. There was like a big Gino. If it wasn't going to be Sora, it might have been Gino, but you know, I think Sora is a much more well-known character.
Gino won all of the polls, and like, supposedly to placate them, what they did is they put in you could get Gino's outfit.
Oh yeah, as a Mii fighter, yeah. There's been a couple of cameos with Gino. I think maybe it was like a Mario Party game on like DS or something weird.
I think a lot of the reason we don't ever see Gino is because the rights of who owns him is complicated.
Correct. Yeah, it's Square, so you can't. So like Nintendo or Intelligent Systems made the Paper Mario series, which isn't Mario RPG. That's two different things. So you can't just like put somebody else's character in your game, without having proper permission.
Yeah, but it's like, this was developed, was this entirely developed by Square? I forget what the story of it was.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it wasn't, yeah, there's some kind of a story there. I don't know exactly what it is, but I don't think it was like all Square. I think there was a...
Yeah, so I think that would have a lot to do with who owns what.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised that this game got a remake. I wasn't anticipating that. And, you know, I think it's interesting because Nintendo put the first Paper Mario game on the Switch Online service, which kind of meant like, hey, we're just going to do this, you know, we're not going to do any more Paper Mario stuff, but then here they announced, you know, here's this remake, and the Thousand Year Door is coming, so maybe they're treating it like a bigger franchise than we thought Nintendo thought it was.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll get a Paper Mario RPG. You know, merging the two together.
Yeah. I mean,
Your excitement on that one is not what I was...
No, because the one on what was the one on Wii? That was
Super Paper Mario.
That was okay, yeah, Super. Where you had to like you hit the button and it turns it from like 2D to 3D. That was very gimmicky. I played that a little bit, and then after a while, I was like, I don't know where to go anymore. I don't want to play this. I got kind of tired of it.
I've read a bunch of articles basically saying that is the darkest Nintendo game ever.
Really? I never got that far because I was just like, I'm gonna go do something else now. But
I'm gonna play a game I like.
Yeah, I wasn't really big on it. I'd have to go back and like revisit it now, but that's what my memory is. I wasn't that good.
I guess he destroys an entire dimension of people or something, the bad guy.
Okay, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it sounds very...
Yeah, it was like a little like fairy guy or something with Mario, I don't remember now.
Yeah. I don't know, I like the Mario and Luigi games, but we'll never get another one of those.
Oh, yeah, because that's gone. Who made that again? Shit.
It wasn't Camelot.
No. They just recently closed because Bowser's Inside Story, which was on 3DS when the Wii was already out for like a year or whatever, a Switch, excuse me, yes, was already out for a long time, and just nobody bought it because everybody moved on. But those who played it were like, this game's actually really awesome.
That game flopped twice, which is why we're not going to see no.
Yeah. Plus the studio, and it bankrupted the studio. They had to shut down because it sold nothing. It was the lowest selling, like one of the lowest selling, if not the lowest selling Mario game like of all time.
Well, they also like which is so weird because Dream Team, Mario and Luigi Dream Team came out and did wonderful. But like, I love the Mario and Luigi series. Oddly enough, fucking Inside Story is a game I didn't buy twice.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those games. It was like the game when you booted up your 3DS because it was like the last 3DS game. So whenever you went up to the 3DS eShop for that last couple years that it was open, it was always like in the What's New section. It was always like right on the front page, like it was like one tile over, but it still didn't sell a lot. Just because everybody moved on from the 3DS at that point.
Which, unfortunately, a lot of those were, like 3DS games are a bitch to port.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of good games on 3DS like that are going to be probably stuck there forever. Look at Kid Icarus Uprising, for example. Is that always going to be locked to 3DS?
Do that with a fucking dual analog stick.
That's what everybody says, but it's like, will Nintendo do that? Will Sakurai do it? Who knows? But that would be like probably the first game. If there's ever going to be a 3DS port, like that's probably the game to do.
Well, was that the one that, I think he was developing that, and they said, there's a new Smash Brothers coming out, and he was like, there is?
Oh, yeah.
They announced it at E3, and he had no idea.
He didn't know, and then it was at that, and then, like, Nintendo was like, hey, while everybody was there, was like, hey, Sakurai, could you do this? And he's like, well, I got to finish up a couple of things, but sure, I'll do it. And then he had to, like, hurry up and finish whatever. I forget what game he was working on.
Uprising.
Maybe it was Uprising, I guess. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think it was Uprising, actually. So he had to, like, finish that to start on Smash.
Nintendo is... there was some article that came out recently about a guy that used to work at Nintendo, and he's like, yeah, it was a great job. I loved it. Everyone I worked with was a genius and, like, the head of their field, and I'm a good programmer, or, like, I'm a good game designer, but I never felt up to par. It's like, yeah, I can kind of see that if, like, you're working on fucking, Super Mario Wonder or whatever.
Sure, well, that's the best. And,
yeah, and you're working directly with Miyamoto.
There's such a high bar of standards that you had. Like Nintendo cannot release a shit Mario game. Like, you're never really going to see a new Mario game that's going to be garbage. Like, Nintendo knows it's going to be good. If it's not good, they're going to make it until it's good. So yeah, I like their quality of standards that they have. That's why like if it's a Mario game, it's gonna be good. If it's a Zelda game, it's gonna be good. Is this the boss battle?
Yeah, it's supposed to be, and I'm like, you have to catch him by walking up behind him.
Yeah. You get bombarded by the Goombas.
What the fuck?
I remember this game had weird, like just like some really weird characters. I remember there's like some kind of like a yellow bear character with like 2 sets of eyes for some reason. Like just a lot of weird characters in this game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm fighting a purple crocodile.
Yeah, with a hat.
On top of it all.
I remember towards the end of the game, I'd go Mario, Peach with their frying pan, and then like Bowser had a pretty strong attack. That was always kind of my go-to.
Your go-to attack?
But I remember there was an attack or a magic spell that Gino can do that like would one-hit some bosses that apparently they fixed here in this remake. I forget what it was, the name of the spell, and the bosses that it would work on. But apparently it was never intended to be that way, so they fixed it here in this remake. I saw that.
Oh, dude. If you've ever watched the speed run of this game, it's incredibly busted.
Yeah, I'm curious if any of those remade it. I would guess not in this remake, but
no idea. There's a bunch of like really weird shit too, supposedly. Like there are special mushrooms that you can get that are only sold in one place that are sold as mushrooms, but if you actually read the description, it's like a normal mushroom, but
implying something.
Yeah, and when you use it, it like gives you like mushroom status or something.
It's like to have like a weird drug reference in a Nintendo game.
I don't even know that it's so much a drug reference as who knows. Nintendo's fucking weird.
The other thing that I don't think that I ever got in this was at the end of the game. I forget where you go, but you just did the super move where you jump on the guy's head. You get like a badge or an accessory or whatever where it's like you can do infinite number of jumps, and it gets like a little bit faster like with each jump. So like the timing has to be absolutely perfect. Yeah. So, and there's one guy that's like, hey, can you do this 100 times? And if you do it, then you get like a special weapon or an item or something.
100 is in this supposed to be 100.
Yes, so like I would always get to like 50, and I don't think I ever got to 100 because the timing has to be like totally perfect. It was like the one mini game that I didn't finish in this. I mean, get that one stupid frog coin at the beginning that you just, if you didn't know about it, you have no chance.
Yeah, and apparently I'm just collecting frog coins left and right. So that's certainly a thing.
Well, but that's a good showing, I think. Of,
absolutely.
Mario, it's one. I haven't bought it yet, but it's one of those games. Like I got so many other games to play right now, and by the time I can get to this, it might be on sale or something. I just picked up Pikmin 4. I know I'm late on Pikmin 4, so I'm super excited to play that. But yeah, a lot of good Nintendo stuff right here at the end of 2023 has come out here on Switch. So yeah, give this a shot. And if you don't, like I said, if you don't have this game, you might have it on the SNES Classic if you still have one of those laying around if you wanted to play the original. So, and I think it might even be on the Switch Online service now that I think.
I know Paper Mario is that we discussed earlier.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, if you got the expansion pass, you can play the N64 version of Paper Mario. This game might be on the Super Nintendo. Maybe I should have looked that up, but check it out there if you have that subscription if you wanted to play the original there as well. But we are from MyGamer.com. Go there, put us in your favorites, put us in your bookmarks, because we are covering the games and things that nobody else is covering. And you could check me out on Twitter at ZachGaz, ZACKGAZ. And until next time, thank you for watching, and game on.